Welcome back to Zone 3. This is now the third time I've recorded this intro. As me and Melissa were walking out from her bird from a couple weeks ago, we heard a tom gobbling right on top of this ridge, and I've killed a bird up there before. Typically, they roost on the southwestern side or the west side. Depending on how the night plays out, I might be archery hunting or I might be using my uncle's shotgun that he gave me. It's a Remington 1100 2 3/4 only, or smaller shells. A lot of ducks, pheasants, and I believe some deer have been shot with this thing. It's just kind of cool to keep the tradition going and keeping this thing back and keeping this thing in the woods. I don't think I'm gonna walk back to where typically all the birds are at. My knee's been an issue this season. Ideally, we're gonna get here pretty early tomorrow morning, about 3:30. That's kind of the move for tonight. We'll fill you in here in the morning if nothing gobbles, but if something does, we're gonna try to sneak up and show you how I roost birds, so wish me luck. He just gobbled again. He's right up maybe 200 yards, right on the edge of the tree line. I'd probably kill him right now, but I'd almost rather not, because I don't want to blow the morning hunt. I think we maybe got 5 to 10 minutes before they actually fly up, if they're not already in a tree. I feel like I've been hearing some distant gobbling, like up and over the ridge, and then down into the valley. We're just gonna walk the edge of this tree line. Hopefully something gobbles. Probably won't do too much hooting. Just kind of let Mother Nature take its course, and if he gobbles, he gobbles. If not, I'll wait till it's like pitch black, and then I'll let out some hoots then. But right now we're just gonna kick up like I said, so get to it here. By the way, my gun is empty. I am not going out and shooting birds in the middle of the night, so you never know what crazy accusations you might get on the internet, so what I did here is I just got some trees in between me and where I think the bird's at, just to break me up a little bit more. While I was walking, I'm pretty sure I heard a gobble. It sounded like it was back a long ways out. And then once again, what I'm thinking is I think I'm hearing them back there, but typically they roost right here. Since I'm hearing them back off to my right, more west, I'm not too concerned. And I feel like I haven't made like a super goofy push where the bird, if there is a bird right here, and he doesn't gobble now because I walked across the field. I still have this bird gobbling back this way. It's about that time. Should definitely be gobbling. Might let one hoot out just to see. Hoo, 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 hoo. Right back here. Hoo, 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 hoo. Man, he's got a nice gobble. He sounds young. It's not like super deep or anything like that. It's just fast and kind of high pitched. It's not a Jake, that's for sure, but it's a nice 2-year-old, so he should play. What I need to remember for tomorrow is I need to come up over the top of this ridge and walk right down the center of it, because these leaves are so freaking loud. But I think I'm within 100 yards of them now. I don't necessarily need to push up this close. I can tell that there's one big mature tree back there. That's probably the tree he's in. Look at the elevation here and just see if there's anything I can tell just from 3D elevation, exaggerated. I bet he's gonna fly right there, or just drop right out of the tree. It's supposed to be super rainy tonight, super wet, so the birds are gonna be in a field strut for most of the day, I think. So he's not talking on his own. I feel like I have a good game plan for tomorrow, but you never know. Woo, 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 woo. sounded like he was more, like he's not in his tree, but he's like, I don't know if you can see like the daylight just below those limbs. It sounded like he was more like right there, which would mean that he's further back. With all this foliage, he might be in that tree. It's kind of hard to tell. I'll send a audio or a video recording to my uncle. Whoops, I turned on the flash. That's not good. He probably saw that flash. We'll give it like 5 minutes. 9:05, we'll hoot to him again. Ooh, 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 ooh. I wonder if he saw my flash. Eee! Ooh! Well, we know where he is, so get out of here. I thought I bumped him. He hasn't said a word and it's super late. It's maybe 4:40, 5 o'clock. Oh, he's hammering. On my hip. And I just started kind of getting comfy. And now I'm trying to put myself back in the good position to hunt in. He's fairly close. I was gonna say there's no way I just saw him fly down, but maybe. He's a tired little fella. He wanted to sleep in today, but I woke him up. I definitely can't see him on the big camera, but that's okay. When I was coming in this morning, I thought I heard a hen fly away, so I waited and listened for a little bit. and the deer started blowing, and I thought that it was maybe the doe I saw last night. I just bumped her out of her bed. But as the day or the morning started to kind of wake up here, and the fact that he hasn't gobbled yet, I thought was really odd. And I'm like, I must have bumped him. So I did a few light tree yelps, nothing. Gave it like a minute or two, did some more, nothing. The third time I did it, I reefed on it a little bit to get him, try to get him to gobble if he is like far to my left. And luckily he's right up here, maybe 100 yards, 80 yards. Can't really tell, but he might just slip right in here. It's kind of weird, he's gone quiet. Never mind. I think I'm just far enough away where I can do a fly down. Get him to gobble one more time, and then I'll see if I can do a fly down or not. Man, I think he's like right over the lip or something. I don't see him. I don't see a tree that he could be in. I don't see him. I can probably do a fly down. I think this call is like done. It sounds really bad and it's falling apart in my mouth. This call sounds. I saw him fly down, yep. There must be a little strutting path right there, a little clear cut or something, because I don't see him. Just gotta be patient. I think I hear drumming. There he is. This was the tree I was thinking he was in last night. It was like one of the biggest mature trees, at least that looked like on the map. And then I saw this bowl and how it just kind of drops down. I thought maybe they kind of hang out in there all day. But this makes sense. It's kind of hard after a long rain on what the birds are going to do because of how wet the ground is. They're already soaked from the night, but then typically they'll try to get to dry land, so grass, all that fun stuff. Where'd he come up here from? He walked right through here. I'm happy for the hunt, and he did it right, so came in strutting everything. Where's your feet, buddy? Ow. Oh my God! Oh, oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Look at the hooks! Oh! Oh! Holy sh! Look at those! That's why I don't pick up birds when they're flopping. Holy sh! And it's a tom. Holy sh! I gotta grab the big camera for this. So the bird was flopping quite a bit, and this is why I don't pick up birds when they're flopping. Look at that. They're both ginormous. I mean, these things would mess you up. As well as his fan is full. Nice big full fan. Other than what maybe he broke off right here. But it's a very small bird. Very wispy, twisty beard. I think this lens is junk. It's fogging up on the inside. Luckily I have a warranty on it, but yeah, I think that lens is junk. It just looks bad from here. So what I'm thinking, this bird is not like a wild, or at least full wild bird. And why I say that is when they got beard twisting going on, you see that a lot in like farm birds, right? But I think he's like the offspring of a farm bird and a hen, a wild hen, because the feet aren't ginormous like I need to start smoking this cigar because I get these mosquitoes away. But the feet aren't ginormous. The bird's not ginormous. I think he's just a mix. I'm probably not going to send it in to get it genetically tested. I don't know if I really care that much. If anything, it's probably going to take away from the hunt. And like I said when I was coming up, I don't care if he's a Jake, I don't care if he's a Tom. I'm really happy with how the hunt laid out. As well as his attitude was a little different, right? You know, he was gobbling like crazy last night, which isn't unusual, but for this late of the season, it is. And then the fact that he slept in so late was odd as well. Very cool bird. Happy to use Remington 1100, and that was actually a really nice shooting experience. I was regretting taking this out just with the noise of a 12 gauge, and then also the kick. It is just a 2 3/4 bismuth load, but typically they pack those pretty hot, and it just feels like a normal like 3-inch speed shock, 1350 feet per second or whatever. And I think that this one is around that speed. Might have put one scratch on it, Uncle Mike. Oh, but you aimed true. Fits perfectly. I have a love-hate relationship with that train, but really thankful, Uncle Mike, for you giving me this. Just appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, bud. Get off me. You can go over there for a minute. Help. No. I need Snoop Dogg here to roll a new cigar for me.